You know, it always gets to a point as you're transforming and growing that the first version of your transformation has to come to an end. And this is where my first version has to come to an end. Throughout this 7 day journey of posting consistent videos, even while so far no one has heard my messages, I'm still glad and I'm happy that I've been able to post them because it's actually made me and allowed me to be a better man and grow into a better human being through transmuting everything I've been through into messages that can help other people when they see it. And with this first version done, I'm finally going to upgrade my gear, focus on tuning in and homing in on making sure that every single message hits. But I'm just glad to have posted for 7 days consistently because the old me would never have done that. Now, the first version of transformation is usually messy. I got a little notes, but I'm gonna kind of just try and go off. It's raw. It's emotional. It's inconsistent. It's full of old wounds coming back up, old subconscious wounds as you're growing and you're trying to, and you're not trying to, you are building towards a better version of yourself. There's going to be so many tests, so many wounds that come up, so many emotional tugs and feelings that you don't want, but it's going to happen. And you have to continuously tell your body, you're good, you're fine, you're okay. It doesn't matter what you've been through. This is how healing happens. I don't care what therapist or whatever told you. It's not the journey to healing and becoming a better human being is not a perfect journey. And whoever says it is and it's all of a sudden like this is lying to you and they're setting you up for a major failure. And I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with y'all because y'all always real with me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I want y'all to be real with me, so I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's gonna be full of tests, full of doubt, moments where you question yourself. Even though you know yourself, you're still gonna question yourself because that's how the human psyche is. And it's gonna be full of days where you don't feel like the person you're trying to become. And those are the days that matter the most because if you can hold on to that faith and still complete the task of the new you and still act like how the new you will be, it will all work out eventually. And I gotta remind myself that every day. So I'm not just telling y'all from, oh, I'm already achieved it. I'm working with y'all. I just thought I'd share what I'm learning with people, right? Now, the first version has a major purpose. It is to allow you to show up. It proves to yourself, your system, your body, your mental, your conscious and subconscious mind that you can show up for this new version of you. Because if you can't even do the first version and show up, then you better forget trying to do a new version of yourself. It's never going to work. You're never going to. You're never going to get to that level, ever. If you can't show up for yourself for the small things, what makes you think you can do the bigger things? You know, if you have set a list of things that you need to get done for the day and you can't even show up for any of them, or all of them, no, or most of them, I should say, then don't even think about trying to transform. Once you have the proof that you have shown up every single day, no matter how hard it is, the next stage is not explaining yourself to everyone. We do this thing where, and I'm guilty of this, and I was guilty of this even as much as today and yesterday. You know, I was working and I was with one of my coworkers, and I was, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk like being like a good person, ego. You know, there was a homeless man coming, and I was going to pay for his food, but someone else came, and then I was like, man, if he didn't pay for it, I was going to pay for it. And I was like, why did I say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just brought me to this level like, damn, man, I still got a lot to work on. But during the next stage of the transformation, you have to go quiet. You have to build cleaner. You have to refine the system and let the proof speak for itself. You do not tell people, especially old friends or anything, what you're going to do because they're going to talk about you. Not saying you care about what they think. They're going to try and hold you up to that standard, and they're going to be watching you like crazy. They're going to be watching, eyeing you, trying with binoculars, motherfucking binoculars, trying to, you know what I'm saying, like look at you crazy and trying to make sure you're staying true. Because if you even fuck up once, and they could be doing nothing with their lives, but you know, people who have nothing better to do with their lives, they're going to turn all their energy toward hating another person or really eyeing someone else because they can't do that shit themselves because they don't have the mental facilities to get to achieve to what they want to do. So they just allow for hatred and all these other things to fuel them. And so they'll be ready to criticize you at their every move. Meanwhile, they're lying down their bed doom scrolling on Instagram for 3 hours. Isn't that a crazy thought? When you really put it in that perspective, see how easy it is? Do you see how easy it is? Is it making sense? It's such an easy concept that when you see it from that perspective, why do I care what people say if they're doom scrolling on Instagram and making a comment? I don't care what you say because you're not in where I want to be. If you're not where I want to be, a loved one who is successful in their own rights, keep that part in mind. If you're not where I want to be, God or a loved one who is successful in their own rights, or someone I can achieve wisdom from because they have something that I want to get and not in a selfish way, I don't care what you have to say. My ears are like this. I'm like that one Kanye picture where he's with the disgusted face ever. I'm Stevie Wonder to you niggas. I'm Helen Keller to you niggas. You feel what I'm saying? I don't take kindly to criticism from people who don't got shit going for themselves. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So this week was my first real test to see if I can be consistent in posting content. And I was successful in that endeavor. I got a lot stronger with talking. Because if you look at my first video, I'm going to keep these videos up as I get better and better. If you look at my first video on this channel, I was stuttering and shit. I was fucking up. I was like trying to get a little more comfortable. But now, 7 days in, I'm a lot more comfortable in the camera and just talking how I want to talk. And that feels so good. You know, some videos were cleaner than others. Yesterday was hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let go of yesterday, but I can acknowledge yesterday was shit. You know, but it's okay. Some came from walks. Some ideas came from walking. Some ideas came from tests. Even my birthday was a test. But I still posted. And that was the point. I didn't want perfection. I wanted proof that I could set my mind to something and do it. A lot of other things were proven that I didn't think I could do. But even with the emotional residue of the past still on me, and I'm still working through it every single day, I was still able to achieve a lot of things. And I'm proud of myself for that. And I'm going to continue to keep going. Now, the next version I'm entering is a version of where I explain less, react less, and consume less, so less noise, more discipline, more creation, more kindness, more of the higher form, more God, more proof. I'm realizing there are seasons where you're not hiding, you're becoming. Because you could hide off, duck off, and all these things, and you will never really change internally, but there are seasons where you have to be alone, you know. And it was sad, you know. Yesterday was my 20th, and it felt like the loneliest I'd ever been. And it sucked. Because, you know, you thought trying to be a good person, trying to always be there. You know, when it's someone's birthday, you try to go out for them, do things for them. You know what I'm saying? All these things, and to not get that back, or not even a gift or anything, but just an acknowledgement that I exist. That kind of stung. You know what I'm saying? You know, people made the birthday about themselves more than like me. I just wanted us to be grateful and have gratitude, and that was all I wanted, and I feel like I couldn't even get that. But it's okay. Now, a cocoon can look like isolation from the outside. It can look like you don't associate or interact with people, but internally, you're transforming. It's transformation at its finest. The old form is dissolving, and it's a painful process. And there are going to be days where that old you is going to screech and act like an amalgamation, like it's fucking Kevin 11 from their Ben 10 original series, or fucking the Generator Rex shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going crazy with the pulls, or that one SpongeBob episode where it's just an amalgamation of characters, and it looked disgusting. I don't know how niggas animated that, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's it's gonna just try and talk to you like it's saying itself, because it is. It's saying itself. If you're trying to outwork and out survive an old version of you, it's obviously a version of you that is demonic in nature that you don't want around you, and you're trying to rebuild. The new form isn't fully hardened yet. That is why it is important and it is imperative that you protect your environment as much as possible. Do not try and test out this new version of you by going to your old friends, by going to all these things. Stay focused until you know that the new version of you is reinforced so hard that nothing can break you. Nothing can pull you back to the old versions of you at all. Not a comment, not a feeling, not anything. Nothing can break you. And when you get to that point is when you can fully, truly go out and just be around old environments or be around new environments and go around. Now, I'm not saying just to isolate and be nothing, but you know what I'm saying? You still got to interact with somebody, right? But you have to have a period of time where you focus and rebuild to who you want to be and not let the world dictate who you are. You have to protect the inputs. You have to protect the routine, and you have to stop letting everyone touch the version of you that's still forming. You know, in the cocoon, you're not weak, you're unfinished. So you have to protect what is forming. It is imperative that you protect what is forming. And it's crazy because some people won't understand, some people won't notice, some people will still call you by the old version, some people will still make the same jokes that used to hurt you, some people will still do the same things, some people will bring up events that you know that stung the old you, and even still you feel that little sting even though mentally you're over it. That happens, you know what I'm saying? And you have to be very patient and loving with yourself as you're growing, because it's a journey that takes time and it takes a lot of hard work and processing and growing. Because healthy as you grow, healthy healing is where you allow for yourself to slowly and surely build yourself back up to who you are, and understand that there's going to be old emotional residue, there's going to be old emotional things and triggers, and you have to just sit there and just let it be. And you don't overreact. I know you want to, don't overreact, don't do any of that. Just sit there and just relax, and remind your body, you're okay. Nothing can hurt you anymore. You're good. We're safe. Tune out your head. Don't let your head get in your way. Don't let your thoughts get in your way. If it tries to do like that one meme, like that. Just no. Just say no. Don't argue. Just say no. And if it still tries to go, then tune it out. Just say no. But people will still try and judge you based off what they remember you by. And that's fine. The work you do is not to convince them you changed. The work is for you to become who you want to be. It's to convince yourself and to continue to allow to reinforce that convincing and soul forge that into who you truly want to be. You don't give two fucks what people think. Who gives a fuck? It is for you to keep going and keep becoming. Now, for me, things are slowly starting to align themselves. I don't have all the answers. I'm nowhere close to have all the answers, but slowly they're coming together. And I'm blessed and I'm grateful and I'm gracious that I'm able to have a cord. Finally found the fucking cord for my external hard drive after a month or two. Like, I've had this since I moved here, like January, so I fucking lost this. But now I have the cord, so I can finally move my PC. I'm figuring out the camera setup. I want to get a new camera, or I have my camera, but I'm gonna sell it soon. But I'm gonna use it in the meantime. I want to get a cord for it. I already have a mic, like a camera stand, and my microphone. I want to get a mic stand for that too. But we're gonna work with it as we work with it, right? And I want to get a new PC. Y'all know how this shit goes. But anyways, but I'm not gonna no longer wait for the perfect gear to become consistent. I'm gonna continue to post. I'm gonna continue to just talk and just free flow and just say what's on my mind. And I proved the system raw first. Now, this version is going to be a lot more consistent, a lot more sharper, a lot more. The quality is going to improve. The thumbnails are going to improve. SEO optimization is going to improve. You know, all them high functioning terms and shit. All that's going to improve, but slowly but surely. I'm not expecting it to improve overnight because y'all got to stop doing this overnight frame thinking. There's someone outside, but y'all gotta take your time with the growth. You know what I'm saying? The tools upgrade after the identity proves that it can show up day after day, even on the hardest days. And refinement usually means, as the first version is proof, the next version, version 2, is refinement. For me, and for you, it would mean better discipline, better quality, better consistency, a better environment, better inputs, better social energy, better food, sleep, what you're inputting to your body, better videos that you watch, better videos that you just expel. For me, better music and other creative endeavors, better self-control, less explaining, and just embodying who I'm becoming and who I am more. And once again, you're not hiding, you're becoming. And you don't need to announce this change to people. Don't go here posting motherfucking I'm going on this change. I be seeing niggas doing that where they go on these things where they say don't hit me up or whatever. I'm like, bro, just do this, and whoever needs to hit you up, they'll hit you up. You know what I'm saying? Disappearing can actually help you to find who your true friends are. Real shit. But as this video comes to an end, as I think I have touched on everything I wanted to touch on, I want to leave you guys with something that allows me to keep going even when I question myself. Keep your faith. Keep your faith, bro, because there are times where you're going to doubt yourself to the highest extent, and you gotta just trust that God or whatever your higher power you believe in has some great purpose for you. Because there are days where I doubt myself. There are days where I just mistrust myself. There are days where I'm just like, everything's going wrong, but it's not, And I want to end it off like this. I hope this video finds you. If I'm blessed to reach your For You page or reach your home page, and if this finds you, I want you to do me one favor. Just one. Just one. I want you to stop explaining what you're doing to your people, your peers, your friends, your family. Stop doing that. I want you to stop explaining the change that you're trying to go through and that you are currently going through. I want you to slowly and surely enter the cocoon of the new version of you and let the proof and consistency towards whom you're becoming speak for you instead of your words. Because actions will 200% of the time always speak louder than words will. Because words, as you know, sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt me. And so I believe that with words and actions. I don't trust words when I see from people. I don't trust words from people. I trust actions. So I expect the same of myself. Please expect high of yourself. Give back highly and expect highly. Don't have low expectations. Have high expectations that you're going to get what you want, you're going to get what you deserve, and don't live life in a if I give, I know I'm going to get this back. Live life in a giving because you want to be a good person, man. Where are good people anymore? I feel like we lost the art of just being a fucking person. But if this finds you, I want you to do me one favor and stop explaining the change. Enter your cocoon and let the proof and actions speak. I love you. Peace out.